Testing, testing. This is the audio test. Good morning to all the cricket lovers. Welcome to One Champion. The game's already begun. For those who have missed, Yodhas have won the toss and they've elected to bat first. Trying to put on some decent total here after a grueling battle. The teams have found a spot for themselves in semis and they want to have that silverware on their hands. This is the time that they've played for. Rahul Yadav from his previous match, 15 he scored, trying to make the scoreboard fancy for himself. Nicely bowled, tied, good pitch. Breezy morning will start to get warm, then hot in the afternoon. We've got two games here from this ground. This is the fifth over before the power play completes. Nice and tight. Not giving him any room will be difficult to play across, especially when you've got that live grass helping the bowler with some seam movement. Winch Cricket Club, we've got some top performers in their team. As it gets warmer, will get difficult for the team and they'll get... Oh, that's a Jaffa. Striking him straight onto the pad. Some words exchanged, I reckon, between the batter and the bowler. Sunil Singh, being the rainmaker already for Winch Cricket Club, has clinched a wicket with one slip attacking. Oh, very well bowled from that straight line blind spot we call. That's the end of an excellent over. No? That's the end of an excellent over.
Score 35.
Mukesh Gilada back into the attack. He's got a slip. One thing what I've liked from the fielding, the skipper, is that they've kept the slip. They haven't moved him. Two fielders outside. One on the deep square leg. And one's the sweeper. Bowling it much more quicker, and that's a dolly. He is not going to drop that anytime. That's a straightforward, simple regulation catch. Leads up to another wicket. Deliberately bowled in that line, forcing the batter to drive, and that gave them a wicket. Siddharth Yadav departs. Siddharth departs. Let's see, he wants to sweep up. Bowling it much more quicker, and that's a dolly. He's not going to drop that anytime. That's a straightforward, simple regulation catch. Ghazi, the southpaw, in the middle. A lot of expectations from the southpaw today for the captain and the team. Last season was an MVP. Would his magic? Would he be able to use his magic against the Winds Cricket Club? The power play was looking decent for Yodha. Till Mukesh walked in, lucky enough, Ghazi would have been a walking customer if it would have gone onto his stumps. Still a slip in position and using the same line, just different lens. He's excellently varying his length, mixing up. Not easy to control a full toss. He can come back for the second one. But they'll be happy with one. Two more balls before the power play ends. Mukesh walked in, lucky enough, Ghazi would have been a walking customer to his stumps. Half tracker much more quicker into the surface. Result to dot. Excellently varying his length, mixing up. The season of cricket is here. Summer started already and a lot of tournaments already happening, but one champion always brings you feisty matches. That's a half tracker, should have been punished, but the batters will be happy by picking just one. Half tracker, much more quick.
Score 37, score 37. Score check.
Season of cricket is here. Summer it's already happening, but very nicely bowled by the bowler Sunil Singh. Was not a regular action you'd see from a fast bowler. Will be difficult to read him. It's like a catapult. Amazed to see the way he brings very straight and then it changes lateral. That's giving him the bounce. Great surface. Had a bit of moisture in the surface. May hold up for a bit, but as the sun beats down, it's going to be a hard rock surface. With the bounce, you can make it out. If you're a fast bowler, you're going to love this track with the green grass on it. Oh, that's a misfield. That's a misfield. The bowler and the captain will not like it. That's lousy. That's very lousy. And this is what Yodhas will be expecting and looking for. Any sort of runs. Siddharth spent 18 balls, quite some minutes on the surface. That's cut the batter into two halves. Should be the aggressor, allowing Ghazi to spend some time on the surface. Sunil Singh, he's He's been excellent with his bowling. He's conceded only 1 run in the previous over. Wouldn't have been a boundary. That's a flying edge, and the third man will just walk across to collect the ball and give it to the bowler again. Yodha will try to ride the luck, and they'll need to take these chances if they're looking to impose a fighting total against Winds Cricket Club. Their batters have been in a solid nick, and at least on the surface, 170 would be a fighting total. Comes back sharply. He's done well.
Score 45, score 45.
That ends the over. Great comeback from Sunil Singh. After that streaky boundary. Ends up with the dot. 8 runs off the over. Thought it hit him on the pad, but it's the other way around. His box might have crashed. Mukesh Gilada against the southpaw and cleans up straight away. Fires the ball into the block hole, and he's a walking duck. Not long for the last season MVP before he makes a mess, Mukesh Gilada. Abbas Ghazi walks. Not today, says Mukesh Gilada. Winds Cricket Club, cock-a-hoop. Mukesh Gilada against the southpaw and cleans up straight away. Fires the ball. Into the block hole and
Ready?
straight away for the new batter onto his bat, making him play. The captain prolific performing. Straight away, leading the team from front. The captain prolific performing. Bowling diagonally. What impresses me about Mukesh is that the way he's able to use his line length and a mix-up of his pace. He's just not using his turn from the surface. We've seen a bit of crack. He's still got a slip. Look at that, a half tracker, but no room for the batter to come across and smack him. The power play is ended. He's got protection in the deep. I'm sure he'll be looking to attack more. As a captain, this is a remarkable statement from his bowling, the way he's kept the field. Still a slip in position. That shows the attacking mindset. There's a turn. There's that spewing turn from the surface. Pass ball before the 8th over finishes. Tried something different. The batsman could not read it. He was waiting there as a little kid to lose his marbles. Excellent bowling from Mukesh Gilada.
Score 47, score 47.
The over ends and the score is 47 on the loss of 3.
Score 47, score 47.
It's like a leg spinner. Akshat Reddy. Right arm leg break has got a dismissal in the previous match. His confidence will be high. Nicely bowled. Keeping it tight between the stumps, asking the question to the batter if he can go across, taking that risk. The captain will be very happy, giving the bowling baton to Akshat Reddy, keeping it right on the spots, giving no room. This is a reminder to our viewers that Yodha team is batting with only 9 members, so they'll have that pressure in their head. He's playing around. He's playing around with the batter currently. He can certainly make out of the surface what it's offering. Should be looking for 2. The first run's taken in a hurry and will come back comfortably. From the batting perspective, I would definitely say that the strategy should be devised by putting some pressure on the fielders, trying to hit into the gaps. Across again in the gap, there's a fielder. We'll take one. Very quick end to the another over. Leg spinner. He's played in different roles, various roles, and he was able to sustain the team in whatever role he's been in. High responsibility on him. He's played at different stages, different tournaments. Nicely mixed up, way more slower through the air. You definitely want to have a man like him in your team with his experience, expertise, who's a moderator, regulates the game. This time quicker. Using the surface, still trying to determine what areas he'd like to bowl. It's usual that with someone coming new, you'd see that if you have too many dots, nicely bowled, showing him that ball, much more flight, dipping the ball. That's a question asked to the batter. Talking about his experience, anyone new who's bowling, if he's got a string of dot balls, skips the keeper. He'll be looking for a wicket, he'll be vying to collect a wicket, and that ends up upside down, resulting leaking runs. But on the other hand, Ram Patil, I've seen him through different tournaments, different stages, irrespective of he gets his wickets or no, he knows his job. He comes there, bowls his over, knowing that what his task is, sticks to it. We'll see more of him and Mukesh Gilada and co. in the coming overs. That ends. End of 10 overs.
Score 55, score 55.
55 for 3. We're back after innings break, halfway through the innings. First innings, Yodha winning the toss, electing to bat first. Akshat Reddy continuing. Two leg spinners. Knocked down for one. An interesting ploy from Wins cricket captain. I've seen much more of spin than pace bowling from Sunil Singh, who's been remarkable. And he'd still have that in his mind about that one boundary. 8 runs in that last over he bowled. That was better. At least singles coming up for Yodha. They'll be looking to convert these ones into twos. This is the mindset from the batters that allow them to think on their feet and pass through this difficult phase. Try to convert that shot. Some hands and legs that will not help. The outfield's quick but big. There's still some energy there in the field for Wins Cricket Club as it gets warmer. That's the line Akshat Reddy will be looking to target. You've seen the batter cut before. It's a cat and mouse game now for the batter and the bowler. There's a yes and a no halfway through. Direct hit. Quick overs. Akshat Reddy finishes his over. One more down.
459.
59. After 11, 3 wickets. Siddharth on one end was being the opener. Trying to harbour the ship of Yodha. Trying to get them to a respectable total here. It was a tough morning for Sumit Singh today, the Yodha's captain. He's playing with 9 players. Uncertainties. Ram Patil, that's a cry of catch and straight away gets an easy one. Is in action, second over gets a wicket. Akshat Reddy, the fielder on point. Much more close to breakthrough after breakthrough for Wins Cricket Club. They're not allowing any batter to settle on the pitch. Just like a little read, a glance on the surface, and going back into the dugout to tell their fellow batters what's happening by making the same mistakes. They'll have to reinvigorate the innings before it's too late, before their tails exposed. I wouldn't be too concerned if with 4 wickets down as well, because T20, the game's evolved massively. Even till 7-8 wickets, you've still got hitters coming in, slogging across. The game's tempo's changed. They've got 8 to 9 more overs still. Even if the batter's taking some more time on the surface for 1 over of this. If he just wants to let it go, he'll still have 8 more overs. They can devise a strategy, pick a bowler. It's not going to be easy because these are quality bowlers. We're bowling against them. But Yodha, Team Yodha and the captain should remind their players that they've not come to the semi-finals without playing simple cricket. They've played quality cricket. It's not like they've played any random hem and haw cricket. They've been fast, they've been divisive, they've been very decisive too. Rampatil to the new batter. Right on the ball, across the stumps, opens his account. They need an Abhishek Sharma innings here for Yodha today. It was absolutely blitzkrieg from the young lad who's setting up a benchmark. He's very young. His mentor would have been happy. Speaking about mentor, Rampatil, mentor to a lot of youngsters. Very well bowled. Very well bowled. Very brave. Giving flight. Still got a slip in place. Between the stumps, there's always risk involved if you want to take a big shot. No free lunches in life is what they say. So if you want a reward, you gotta take the risk. One more ball before the over concludes, and will be stepped by the keeper, the slip fielder. The bowling's been great. The fielding has been a bit ordinary from Wins Cricket.
Score 61.
End of 11 overs. Score is 61. So far the timeline is that every 2 overs there have been wickets, and this is what we've been mentioning about the ordinary fielding. Irrespective of how good your batting is, bowling is, one common ground for every team is fielding. That's where you can make a difference. That's where Mahendra Singh Dhoni as well mentioned when they had matches in Australia in 2009 series. That's where he brought in the young blood. He wanted to make a difference with the field, and we've seen the results. The captain who's result oriented, result driven. You cannot negotiate. That's a good shot. For the head of the bowler, will get them only one. You absolutely cannot negotiate with fielding because it shows your team gelling, how cohesive you are as a unit. That's struck firmly. Akshad Reddy tried to put himself in the way. A young lad bowling from the other end alongside Rampatil. That's very close. That's very close. And the dreaded finger. The nightmare for the batter comes up from the umpire and straight away walking. Another wicket, and hard-earned wicket for Akshat Reddy. Well deserved. Will not go wicketless in today's match. We'll see a change in the bowling. At the helm, we've got Malish Nani. This is a good time for the captain of Wins Cricket Club to experiment, explore, try their strengths before if they proceed to the finals. I'm sure the team Yodha is going to put up some fight here. Will not let Wins Cricket go to the finals. They'll be eyeing for a spot as well, Team Yodha. Certainly they've come a far way by playing quality cricket only. Scorecard saying us the other way. Half tracker, much more quicker. Zaps into the gloves. Line of dot balls, you can see that the pattern has been so exact, and that goes again by the wicket keeper. Definitely an area for the captain to think upon. Going back to the whiteboard for Wins Cricket Club to focus on their fielding.
Score 67, score 67.
End of another over, 67 for 5. Rahul, the new bowler, played 218 matches. His best bowling figures, 5 wickets for 11 runs. Sumit Singh, the captain. Will the captain be commanding today for Team Yodha? Tries to cut, gets thin air. The pattern of the wickets falling has been so accurate that every 2 overs, after 2 overs, played across, he's played that in the gap, should be pushing for 2. Happy with 1. It's been so immaculate that after 2 overs, some way or the other way, the bowlers are turning around, ending up taking wicket. Yes, no, halfway down, direct hit, and he was gone. Risk worth taking. They won't mind giving away 1s and 2s. Finger spinner, top edge. There's nobody in there. No man's land. We'll just have to check how many runs they've taken. 3 runs. Should have been a keeper's call. Overall, very relaxed environment for Welsh cricket. They're very comfortable at the moment with 5 wickets gone for Team Yodha. He's given flight. Good take by the keeper. Rahul would want to give much more flight on the ball. Just like this, asking the batter to hit. There's a miss again.
Score 73, score 73.
15 overs done, 73 for 5. Will there be any acceleration? Will there be any power hitting in these final overs? Semi-finals for Team Yodha or against Winds Cricket Club. Malishnani to continue against Mohan Maheshwari. Surely capable. A cool-headed captain, Sumit Singh, alongside Mohan Maheshwari. Very capable of big hits. That's a one. And this is what they should be doing, putting some more pressure on the fielders to extract one, and those ones into twos will help them push the pedal forward, moving their score. That's a fiery one. Just like Krunal Pandya, we've seen when he bowled in one of the matches. The batter was nowhere ready or expecting ball to bounce. Very uncanny. Flighted, and one more time in the same direction. The captain should have taken the mid-wicket fielder a bit forward on an attacking position. At least a start from the fielder. The results would be different. Another misfield. And this has been happening consistently. Once is a mistake. Twice it happens in error. 3 and 4 times it does become a pattern. And it's a worry for Winds Cricket Club. Much more attacking and a good single. Very good single. Should be looking for a second one as well. Good call between the batters. And they're just leaking runs at the moment here. Winds Cricket Club. They've got nobody but themselves to blame.
Score 82, 82, score 82.
82 after 16. 5 wickets done for Yodha. Rahul will be continuing with his second over. So far the scorecard for Team Yodha looks like Siddharth, who's been given out a previous wicket. Only batter was past 25. 43 balls, he was struggling, trying his very best for the team, but not long before Akshat Reddy plugged him. A skied high, cries of catches, but a barren land. So far, 2 wickets for the captain Mukesh Gilada, who's bowled 4 overs. He gave 20 runs. Great bowling figures today. I'm surprised to see that keeper running that far to fetch the ball himself. I'll be questioning the field positioning. What seemed to be active management from the captain seems to slip away. This is the time where Team Yodha should capitalize, where they're taking a bit more lightly. Team Sumit and Co. And one thing has been working in the favor for Team Men's Cricket Club is that the areas they've bowled, mostly operated by spinners. But usually you see that they're starting with spin, but today in the morning for semi-finals, first match, we've seen the captain taking the charge. That's where the symphony of wickets started from. It was Sunil Singh later who picked one. That's loose. That's very, very loose. Had to be punished. And that's a gift for Team Yodha. In good spirits, Team Men's Cricket Club says that we are going to help you and help you with the full toss. Accepts the captain.
92 score 92.
Ram Patil with his third over. And on boundary. And this is exactly, they should carry this momentum here, Yodha. After that boundary, those easy singles, they certainly should be looking to climb on. Not an easy task, but they've got only 2 more overs remaining after this. 18 balls. If they start playing the best cricket, they're definitely going to impose a total that they would have not thought of at this stage. That's a nice shot. They scarfed that one out. Flighted and should be looking. This ground is big, certainly bigger pockets at covers, extra covers. Those are the areas where the batter can look to convert ones into twos. But for sure, weather being one of the factors, gets hot, humid, and dry, and umpires stretched his arms out. If anybody watching from their home comforts can watch two matches, unlucky for the people who are there on the ground that they've got and 100 comes up for Team Yodha. And the ball's dead, says the umpire. If not, they are looking to take another one. Unlucky here at the ground, I'd say that, because two games happening and we can only focus on one, but one champion brings to you at your home comfort two matches. You can watch it on your YouTube live stream on One Champion MBCC. One more ball before the over concludes. 100 for 5. They'll be looking to put on 20 more runs. Will they be able to do it? Should be looking to push hard. Sumit's looking to push hard. That's good running. And he comes back. End of the over. And that's the bowling summary for you on your screen. With captain 2 wickets and each of his comrade with 1 wicket. Rampal, Lakshit Reddy and Sunil Singh.
Score 102, 102, 102.
12 more balls. How much would they be able to spillage? Start with 2 runs. Still 24 if going at 2 per ball. 124 is still possible for them. Keep the attacking mindset as a batter. They've got vacant region over the head of the mid-wicket fielder.
Watch.
Keep his pouch with wide. Quicker through the air, deft touch. Just to 1. An ultimate over after to come after this ball, and he's connected that well enough. That's going big with the bounce. Big boundaries here, just inside the rope. 1 bounce and 4. They need a couple of more big hits like that. Slaps that one. Should be good running. Good call from Sumit Singh. End of the over, 112. 6 more balls to go.
Score 114.
114. Sumit Singh 27. Final over. 6 balls from Rampatil, spinner. How much would Sumit be able to pillage out of his over? How much can he squeeze out? 6 overs. 6 balls, my apologies. That's flighted. That's flighted and a good decision from the umpire, I reckon. Too hard for a naked eye to read. Umpire was in a good position to give that. And a hard fighting knock from the captain ends after being stumped.
Wicket keeper name. Jitu.
New batter. Jitu. Fresh legs, Jitu should be coming to look back for the second one. There'll be a lot of discussion for the team Yodha as well. The bowlers will have to keep it tight now. With 4 balls remaining, the captor will already be thinking about how can they scalp the wickets early. That's only one way to win the match, and Rampatil does the rest. This is way exactly the captain will be showing from dugout to their bowlers that this is what we are supposed to do to pick wickets. Welcome back to innings number 2. Sumit Singh, who's got ball in hand. No interest from the bowler. Captain to captain. Will Sumit Singh be able to make a difference straight away in innings number 2? The team desperately needs his impact, his contribution today. Ball swinging. Mukesh Gilada gets off the strikes. The wicket-keeper batter Arnav. Both the right-hand batters shouldn't be too problematic for the bowling department. Adjusting the line and length to the right and left combination. Every run is valuable. They'll have to make it difficult. They'll have to make the batting earn every single. Nicely swing. Great shape of the ball from the release. You can evidently make out that Sumit is definitely getting some swing. It matters that you have upright wrist position. Keeping it tight. Let's see how long Sumit Singh will be able to contain them. And he'll have to keep attacking the same way between the stumps. Takes off the pad, there's no protection there, and the ball running away. Could have stopped, but a boundary there. Nicely, softly tickled off the pads. Having no protection, this is a real big challenge for the bowling team. The power play, 2 fielders outside, and drifting off the pads had to do nothing but just use his wrist and flick away. Not a bad line for Sumit Singh, but just a bit too more on the pads. But better, and straight away, dead plumb. No way the umpire would be having any question about that. And the in-swinging Yorker from Sumit Singh gets the first breakthrough.
Score 5, score 5, score 5.
End of the over. Successful for a bowling team. A wicket down, that's Arnav. Two wickets were gone in the power play for the team Yodha. Let's see if they'll be able to match up, if they'll be able to give the same taste to the Win Cricket Club. Alright, Jitu will be the man in action. Some different styles. The team had started with spin and seam. Captain Sumit is going with both seamers. He himself and his fellow teammate Jitu. Medium pacer against the new man. Sachin Gugre on the non-strikers end. Mukesh Gilada taking back the strike. This is required. They'll have to keep the pressure on, especially the fielders inside the field. Will have to give that energy, the burst of energy to the bowler. They'll have to play as a cohesive unit. Not keeping things in the head that they've got a small total. That's a bit too wide for the batter to play. We've seen teams defend low-scoring games, especially when the team, it was formerly known as Deccan Chargers. Their strength was bowling. They were able to defend 120, 111 as well. With Kolkata Knight Riders too. Against RCB, who can forget that game where they bowled out. It's a good seam movement. A good skill set to have. Ball might be landing straight onto the seam position. Good combination for the attacking bowlers. Sumit with swing, Jittu with seam. Oh, he's whacked that one into the leg side. 4 runs from Mukesh Gilada. That's a strong shot into his area and straight away. When you look at the shot, it looks like he was waiting for that one. Was in his range. Is a powerful man. Swings his bat across. Can be a tester for Mukesh Gilada, as looks like a power hitter. Will be a test if Jittu tests him with the hard length, back of the length deliveries as well. Much better, much better. Good comeback from Jittu. That's the line that he should remember. That's his area where the batter will have to make use of his feet. Will have to look at the ball properly and time it. Not easy to hit that from that line and length. Straight away, cries of catches. Captain settling. Will he be able to take it? And yes, successful wicket. Another breakthrough. Great line, great length. Off the surface. This wicket is producing some good bounce. And this is what they needed. 2 wickets. The captain goes back after scoring a boundary. A ball remaining. You can see that he just wanted to go playing across the line. Felt like it was in the range for Mukesh Gilada, but the bounce of the surface was the X factor in that ball. This is needed. That should give a lot of confidence to Team Yodha. This is the start they needed. Now, will they be able to convert this? 2 wickets down. And his fellow teammates would be saying to Jittu, same more. 1 good ball to the new batter. 1 more good delivery away you are from another wicket. We've got a wide third man for protection. With 1 fielder. They've taken the covers out. They bring the deep point inside. He's opening the field. The new man ready to face Jittu. Seth, the new batter. Knocks it away for one, gets off the strike, ends the over, and Seth will come back to face Sumit Singh.
Score level, score. Score level, score level.
Eleven of 2 overs. A positive start for Team Yodha. They've plugged 2 wickets in 2 overs. They are a bit ahead of Team Men's Cricket Club when they were bowling. Will they be able to scalp another out? Sachin Gugre leaning onto the leg side, and that's a beauty. I beg your pardon, it's MS Saib who had taken a single on the last ball and who will be taking the strike. Sachin Gugre still waiting on the non-strikers in for his turn. Slapping across. This is good opportunity for Sumit Singh. Just the nuances. If he's able to read the pitch well, he's getting good swing. He's reading the conditions well. He'll be able to extract another. But the team's got good depth for batting for Men's Cricket Club. That's a swing straight to the fielder inside the circle. Essential that you bowl according to your field, and that is what Sumit is doing. He's taken the deep mid wicket out just in case. Looking at the batter, a stance. Trying to go for the glory shot. Look at the batter, how he is standing, bending, leaning on the bat, waiting to generate power. It's more about timing for the swing Sumit's able to get. You have to watch it carefully. Needs precision. Just like that. We've seen a toe-crushing Yorker come back to dismiss the opener. The wicket-keeper batter. Tight over. Very tight over. Nothing so far. Goes long, goes big. Is it the first maximum? 1 bounce and 4. Just a bounce, says umpire Pawan.
Score 15, score 15.
4 runs. 15 after 3. G2 to continue. This time it is Sachin Gugre. He's been kept away from strike. Let's see if he'll be able to recalibrate the concentration. That goes off his hips, keeper running. This is outstanding the way such a Jitu is able to take the bounce off the surface. Got to hit the deck hard, use that length properly to his use. Will the Yodha be able to atone themselves in the fielding? With the ball in hand, would they be able to compensate what they could not do with bat? Oh, that's a nasty bouncer. That's a nasty bouncer. Somehow he was able to put that away. Sam definitely needs a helmet out there concerning his safety. That's very, very risky, especially with the steep bounce, the carry to the wicketkeeper. If any ball goes, Jitu will definitely be enjoying bowling on this type of wicket. So far. Fourth over. You don't want to make it awkward for the batter. Look at that. Powerful wrist there from Sachin. A great flick off his pads. Just timed it. No fielder, no protection, too full. Knew his area where he wanted to hit and executed it really well. Halfway across the over, that's going 2 down, and which was turning out to be a good over after the boundary. It's given an extra plus 2 runs that the batter has taken. Is the inside part of the bat, halfway across. Oh, he's hit the batter. He's hit the batter. I'm sure that wasn't his intention. But an easy movement. The fist bumps and all's well. Going down again, he sprayed that one. Will be 5 wide. They haven't got much runs in the bank. This is turning out to be a costly, very expensive over. This was the over that the Winds Cricket Club were looking for, and they're right on the track with the 2 wickets down. Looks like they've started to open a little, they started to breathe again. By the end of 10 overs, Yodha were 55 for 3. Already they are halfway through for that score. They are 30 with a ball remaining, a ball to spare for the completion of 4th over. Seth really looks like a hard hitter. Just would be interesting to see what if the ball falls in his range. That bounce is completely deceiving the batter.
Score 30, score 30, score 30.
30 after 4 overs. 2 more overs before the power play concludes as well. And it is Syed Ghazi Abbas. We're going to see the introduction of spin here. Will bowl diagonally. Orthodox to the left hand, to the right hander is going to be an advantage, but definitely not this time because they've given 4 byes. It's just not the keeper, but the fielder to inside the circle who missed it. Very conventional, smooth action from Ghazi. High arm. As an off spinner, you'd think the ball would be coming in back at you, but a left-hander certainly has an advantage. Left arm.
68. 68.
This time quicker through the air. Flatter. He'd like to equalize the 4 runs that he's given on his very first ball. Make it 5 there. I'd rather keep the field closed because I'm going all in out if I was the captain. But it's just an opinion because you've got a low score and then already if they've scored prize of catches, but he can only catch it once it's gone to the rope. 4 more runs for Sachin. And that was clobbered by Sachin Gugre. Very strong, commanding shot out of the park straight away. Like you visualize the ball that is given on his very first ball. Make it 5 there. Haven't pulled through. And that was
45, 45.
by Sachin Gugre. Very strong, commanding shot out of the park straight away. Mohan Maheshwari. Ah, that's a shot. That's a shot of the morning for me. Stand on a feet, dance like a flamingo. Looks like a 6 to me, but we'll have to wait for the umpire's signal.
83, 83, 6 hours, 83. 83, 83, 83.
And definitely that's a 6 into range of Saif. Shot of the morning, definitely for me. The weight transfer was the key in the shot, was away from him, but he managed to get a big chunk off his bat. They are motoring. 50 comes up in the 6th over, last over of the power play. And it looks ominous for me. A good comeback. With way quicker, flatter. I say it ominous because both the batters, you've seen Sachin in the last over go for a big one. And this time Saif goes on high, big, handsome. Fetched that from the other ground. Saif says, thank you very much. That's a massive hit. "18 of 12, suddenly something's got into Saif and saying that this is not what you are, and he's starting to display his strength. In the range, respected on the second ball, thrashed on the third. Bowls quicker, tries to go fancy. There were cries and they'll go unheard because the umpire says it is the pad. The timeline of this over was a 6 dot and a 6 and a dot. Will we see another 6 here? "12 runs of 4 balls. So far, some field adjustments. Way quicker, takes the leading edge. Sumit Singh chasing across, not easy, tilting his head up. Very close to the boundary. We'll have to wait for the confirmations. We'll be happy with 2. Was a leading edge. Saif is throwing everything. trying to hit powerfully. Full goes long again over the head of mid-off fielder. One bounce and a boundary. Not on the previous occasion, but this time says I'll collect a 4.
Score 63, 63.
91, 91, 7 overs, 91.
Was a very expensive over. 18 runs off the over. 6.6.2 runs and a 4. Ghazi Abbas to continue against Sachin. His best figures 5 for 21. He's got 2 5-wicket haul, 8 3-wicket haul, and smart cricket from Sachin to give back strike to Saif. Was looking to dismantle the bowling unit. Display of powerful striking from Saif. 64 on board. That should be out. That should be out. Ghazi Abbas has the last laugh. After giving some runs in his first over. Right onto the pads. And Saif has made an impact. Quick runs. Showed us some power hitting and he's going. Wicket number 3. Walks out to the middle, the experienced Ram Patil. His figures speak for you with a strike rate of 160. Not an innings where he is required, but they've sent him out to express himself. 3 wickets down. Certainly not in trouble, but they've lost wickets. Another 2 quick blows
95,
will be detrimental for Wind Cricket Club.
95.
On the pads, very well bowled. Greetings to Ram Patil from Ghazi Abbas. Would have got him in trouble if he missed that. A soft touch and an easy single. One thing I think the fielding team is not recognizing is that when you see Sachin run across, he's not dragging his bat. He just slows down at the very end of that single. They can use it as an opportunity against him. These are the nuances, the distinctions that you need to find out as a captain. You definitely need to look out for them because the batting team is not going to gift you the wickets. You'll have to make the opportunity out of them. And look at that, he's slow. And again, he did not drag his bat. By that, the fielders can put the umpire in the tough spot too. NC over 67 for 3.
Score 51, 51. Oh, sorry. Score 67. Sorry. Score 67.
Mohan Maheshwari into the stumps. After 18 runs, has come to redeem himself. A wicket for his name probably in this over is what that he'll be looking for. On a shot, he's flared out his bat, and that's run as a tracer bullet. 4 runs for Winch Cricket Club. Sachin not stopping, not holding himself back. And this is required if you want to play finals tomorrow. They are looking top contenders at the moment. Winch Cricket Club, they'll have to express them in the semi-finals so that they'll have the advantage tomorrow that gives them a being on the next week. Goes down. They're not connected well. There's a fielder placed. Gets off the strike. Currently going at 10 and over. Batting almost at 160, 170 strike rate. Soft hands, easy singles. He knows there's nothing fancy required. Try to whack across.
Score 75.
It was done. Cries of catches will go begging. Was far away from the fielder. Was on the boundary rope inside the circle. Will be very harsh to say that that was a catch for him inside the 30-yard circle. He's no Usain Bolt. I think Usain Bolt will also lag behind. Ghazi Abbas, who got the breakthrough, cuts away, and there's a gap. Pierces the field for 4 runs there between gully and point. There'll only be reprieve for Team Yodha once this match is done. Very easy on eyes, Ram Patil, when you see him play the shots. Soft hands, does not try to overhit the ball. Just strokes it away. The uncanny bounce on the surface again. Gets off with a single. 6 already with 2 balls remaining. Abbas to come back and throw a backup on the wicket. Maybe have helped or motivated him to release. Going down the leg, that's extras. That's not what you want to do. 5 runs, a gift for Winch Cricket Club. Just The morning special from Team Yodha after picking those 2 wickets, and after hitting safe, they're saying that we'll give you some compensation for hitting your batter. He's hit him. That's hit him. That's nasty. He won't be happy about it, and there'll be bruises. End of another over.
Required 30, required 30.
30 required in 66 balls. Currently 9.78. High elbows. That's the stroke making you'll see from Ram Patil. Very classy. "30 runs are still the Team Yodha can, apart from having learning from this game, they can go with the chin high if they try making like this, making it difficult for the batter to score, not giving away easy runs. That's the area you don't want to target. Any part of the game, the length delivery, that should be a stock ball. That's a deft touch. A bit more finer. Would have come back for the second.
और तूफान भाई इसको दे सूरज सूरज को
Way too away. They can use that one too, but looks like the keepers skipped that one. Very poor. Very, very poor when you do not want these type of extra runs to float. Goes for reverse sweep against Mohan Maheshwari. Who's bowling spin, now changed to medium pacer. The keeper's standing bit behind. He's mixing everything up. Again goes on for that reverse stroke.
Rahul Yadav.
23 required of 60 balls. 95. We resume after a small drinks break. Rahul Yadav. That's straight. That's hit the stumps back. And that's going away. Long chase for the fielder. Off the deflection. We'll get two at least. If the bowler had any fingertips on the ball, if he would have touched it, the batter would have been gone because he was out of his crease.
Ninety-three required. 8 overs. 93. 93. 8 overs.
21 needed. And that's the beginning. Rampadel's trying to accelerate. One thing you'll have to comment about Sachin is that he did not take power hitting, get to himself. Usually when power hitters go after a bowler, they keep striking, they just go nuts. But this time, Sachin's simply trying to try an innovative shot. And I wonder why when power hitting, when the other directions worked in his favor, when the conventions worked well, the traditional shots have given him good outcome, then why try something fancy? And look at that power. When that's working in your favor, he's just going to trying to look cute. But this is high, handsome, rewarding to Sachin. That was definitely in his range. Now this time successful. This time he was successful trying to play the scoop. Gets 4 runs, already 10 and 2. A ball remains with this. 13 runs with the ball spare. (108). At once, when Saif was there at crease, Sachin was there at the non-striker's end, just waiting for his turn. Now he's the man who's in charge. And very quick for the keeper to respond, to stump him out. That's the end of the over. 13 runs off that over. 108.
Required 10. Required 10.
10 runs required.
Eighty-one required. 7 overs. 80
They'll
overs.
definitely look back at their innings, Yodha, and they'll be thinking that at least 10-20 more runs if they would had on the score, that would have given them an extra advantage, a layer of cushion to fight. And that's an excellent stuff in the field. With a touch from Sachin too. Same direction, same runs.
Eighty required. 7 overs.
Slices away will be a chase for the man in the deep. Cuts out for one. 3-3 so far, going good. You haven't seen any big stroke coming. Ah, he connects well. He connects well. He had ample amount of time. You're just not seeing power hitting. He's proving me wrong here. He can play those cute, innovative shots too. He's got a wide array of shots in him, and he's trying to display everything at the moment. We've seen power hitting. We've seen reverse now. Also a scoop. .41. 3 more required for the Wind Cricket Club to win. Will Sachin be able to finish it off in style? Pushes it in the gap. They're just 2 runs away with 2 balls remaining. Shouldn't have been a run there, but nonetheless, they take a run. Scores are level, and there's 1 more run. (117) 12 overs. This shows the batting firepower they have.
70.
Goes straight and straight as an arrow. A textbook shot from classic Ram Patil. Finishes with a 4. A comprehensive victory for Winds Cricket Club. Winning by 7 wickets, sparing 7 more overs. 8 more overs. With the ball you remove. They have helped Team Yodha. But in this hot sun, by saving their energy. And it's been Sachin show with his monumental, gigantic strikes. He's been outstanding. He scored different parts of the ground and gets the victory for his team, remaining not out. He's finished what he started. A team victory, and they march into final with high confidence. And that's it. We'll join you soon again from One Champion.